Okay, take three. At least the third time's a charm without an interruption. So, what is up, guys? I'm back again with another review. So today we had our gun show, and well, it's today and tomorrow. And a buddy of mine, Jay, he gave me that lightweight Alice bat or lightweight rucksack bag, and I've been buying them for so many years. But he's actually having both of his knees replaced, and he had talked to me probably a few weeks ago, and had said that he wasn't going to be at the show, but his table's already paid for, and asked me if I wanted to have my own table. So I said yes, gathered some stuff that I wanted to sell, and basically within the first hour of the show, one of my guys who have bought stuff in bulk from me before came up and was looking at my stuff, and I had asked him, I said, hey, would you buy everything off me for $100? So a whole table's worth of gear, that's all I had, everything for $100, and he said yes. So I'm glad I got rid of all that stuff. It was filters and flak jacket covers, the Pazgat ones. So I mean, for someone to be buying those, it takes an oddly specific person to want to buy all of them. So when you can sell them, try and get rid of as many as you could. So he bought the whole table, so I got to leave early. I guess I really didn't want to sit there the entire weekend, so it was nice and convenient. But if I make a little money, I'm going to spend a little money. So I want to show you guys what I got at the gun show. Alright, so here is a overview of everything that I got. So the first thing that I got is this M3 medic bag. You can see the logo there, kind of faded away a little bit. It actually shows up better in camera than it is in person. It's almost invisible in person, and then you can see that it has a contract of 2003. So this was $35. As far as I know, I've never owned one of these things before, but it looks mostly complete. There's a few interesting items in here, like it has catheters with the needle, and this solution set, injection site. So it's got like tubing, so that's really cool. And then in this top one, it's packed with 4x4s, blood stopper. Down in the bottom, there's like the normal USGI bandages, and then there's SAM splints. That's the orange and blue thing right there. And somewhere on here there's shears too. But yeah, I've never owned one of these things before, so I don't know how complete or incomplete it is. Definitely gonna have to do some searching on that. But glad I finally got one in the collection. And then I went to another table, and he had this field gear setup. So you got second pattern M56 pistol belt, 1975 dated suspenders, or Alice Y suspenders, second pattern M56 canteen cover with the post-war butterfly handle cup with no date on the cup, and there's no date on the cover, and the canteen is dated 1973. And then it came with a 44 dated jungle first aid kit. Pretty great shape. It doesn't have necessarily all of its original contents. Like it's got aspirin, at least it says aspirin on there. I know on the camera it just looks like white pills. Kind of sketchy. Don't know what's in this bottle. I smelt it, and it smells very acidic, so I'm assuming whatever it is, it's not what it used to be. Got a small compressed gauze from 1943, June 29th, 1943. And then down here you got all the same bottles, same size of bottles, except there was lotion in one. So this is, sunscreen. And then there's lotion in one, and then the other one has a label, but you can't make out what it's written on there, and it's empty. This set was $65. He also had a civilian or non-combatant M1A2-1-1 adult gas mask size medium for $25, or he said $100 for the set. So I just bought this set. Not really interested in anything other than the jungle first aid kit and the gas mask. Of course, most of your money's in the jungle first aid kit and the gas mask as it is, so probably gonna sell the rest of it. And then before I walked out, I noticed this at a table. This is a size 7. It's not the most desired size, but not the most useless size either. Size 7 hat, jungle with insect net, DSA 1969, $5. It also has the square leather pull tab. Post-war ones are ovaled, Vietnam era ones are square. So that is what I got at the gun show. Yesterday when I was setting up, I talked to one of my buddies I usually buy from, and he had a whole bunch of GI face paint unissued from February of '86. So I got that. It's like a light green and then like a darker green. And then he also had a 1977 dated signal mirror, and it's in beautiful shape. And he was asking $1 for that and 50 cents for these, but he just gave them to me for free. So I'm glad that I finally have a USGI signal mirror kit for my pilot survival vest I've been working on for a while. Now, guys, I did get one more thing. It wasn't necessarily at the gun show. It was at the last gun show 3 months ago, and I think I mentioned it, but I didn't get it. It would have been all my money, and it was something that I really wasn't necessarily willing to do at the time. But this time I finally got it. So without further ado, there it is. So I bought an AR-15, another one, and this one came from, at the last gun show, the dude had 2 of them, and he was selling them for $800 each, and he had a business card from a local shooting range, indoor shooting range. So just a few days ago I went there to see if he was still there, and I met him and I asked him about him, and I didn't realize that these were from his private collection. These are ones that he builds, and basically I asked him if it was still for sale, and it was. So I met up at his house later on that night, and I think this was on Thursday night, and I bought it. So basically it's a Anderson, and like an Anderson build, and he added the Vietnam era furniture on it, the buttstock, the triangular handguard, and 3-prong flash suppressor, which is probably what makes these things one of the most iconic, is that versus the bird cage. Obviously the bird cage was more popular, but this one is so more iconic nowadays. And unfortunately it does have the forward assist in the brass deflector. Actually, just at the gun show, there was a guy selling one that looked just like this, except it did not have that. So that one would have been more accurate, but I'm real happy with this one. And I just threw on the bipod and the bayonet just for the show. But it did come with the Colt 20-round mag. and a 80s GI nylon silent sling. It looks nice on there, but I think I'm gonna get a Vietnam era one for it. So very, very glad to finally have one of these in my collection. When I originally wanted an AR, this is what I imagined me getting, is just this. So obviously kind of settled for the Delton or DTI Sport, but I'm happy with this thing. This is the one that I've been hunting for, so I'm glad I finally have it. Those 3 months I saved up for it, and here it is. So anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up for everything that I got at the gun show. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and let me know, and as always, have a nice day.